Hi YouTube, top of the morning, rise and grind. I'm up right now. It's 5:15 New York City time. That's 4:15 Central Standard Time, which is what my terminal is running off. I always get up an hour early, so I already went outside and I spent the hour on my pre-trip. This video right here I wanted to do was to show y'all how to edit your on-duty time. You see this right here? 39 minutes. I'm going to edit that. So what you're going to do is, you already know you got to go to your hours of service. Then you'll go to approve. And there
you are out of hours of service driving time.
Then you go down. You highlight that bar. You hit edit and hit the scissors, and there you go. Now what you're gonna do is gonna put this on off duty, and I want to make this top line 15 minutes. So I was on duty from 15:07, and that's the 39 minutes. So I want to take it and make the 19 minutes to 15 minutes. So when you push this time away from that, when you push that the 15:26 away from the 15:07, it increases the time. Let me show y'all. Up here, you're gonna hit the keyboard. So watch, I'm going to put 29. You see how it increased it? But the 17 minutes stays on the off-duty time because I want to put that time back on my 70. That's the purpose of me doing this. So, you see? And when you bring it closer to 15:07, it makes the duration shorter. So, boom, there you go. There's my 15 minutes. I was on duty. And now that 24 minutes is going to go back onto my 70. So hit that. Hit OK. While making edit. And you hit the keyboard. Sorry YouTube, because I'm using the pen through the phone. Driver on duty, and then boom, okay. And then we can go back.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
And remember, see? And there you go. 15 minutes. And that's how you edit your time. If you ever get to a shipper and you wasting your time by sitting there and you forget to change your on-duty status, you can always go back and edit that. You see this one? I can take a minute back and put that back on my 70. The ones that's like 14 minutes, you don't have to worry about. Like this one also, this is another one right here. I can just edit, take that minute back. I can take that 5 minutes back. Then you go in the summary, and that's how that works. Now, since I got my 8 back, I'm going to go here, on duty, go here, hit the PTI, and hit OK. There you go. And that's how you do that. So in 8 days, it shows you your mileage. This is what I did yesterday. And here's your graph. You can go back, you can look at it yesterday. So I'm going to approve my logs because everything I like what I see. I ain't gotta worry about that. Send that to the log department. I made my edits. Now, for y'all who need to know this, you see this? Hours to be gained, 11 hours, 19 minutes. That 11 hours is going to get added on to my 70-hour clock tomorrow. Right now, on this 8-hour rest break, is taking away, the time up here is taken away from that bar. As well as my 14-hour clock for the day to work. So as that go down, your 8-hour clock, your 14-hour clock goes down also. Once you start driving, that 11-hour clock will start. So that's why it's important that you don't burn that on-duty time. Your on-duty time, sitting around burning 2 hours at a shipper, sitting there on duty while they unloading you. 15 minutes on duty, 15 minutes off duty, 15 minutes for fueling. So don't burn that 14-hour clock. You burn that 14-hour clock out throughout the day, you ain't gonna have enough time for the day. And let's just say you sitting there, you burnt the 14-hour clock down lower than your 11-hour clock. After you do your 30-minute break, if it gets down here like 1 hour and stuff, and it resets your hours, whatever that 14-hour clock is, if it's lower than your 11-hour driving clock, you're going to go off of that 14-hour clock. So, and sometimes, depending on what you got on your 70, when you take that 30-minute break off that 8-hour clock, it'll run off of what you got sitting on your 70. So, that's the name of the game. Managing your clocks. Managing your time wisely. Do not believe that 14-hour clock. That's your bloodline. You need that. You need that. So, that's how that works. Let me see what else I could show you. I showed you the graph, which is, this is what your logbook would look like if you did it in pen. In a paper logbook. Daily log. Shows you the location. And current time zone and where I was. And the spots that I stopped at. I was off duty, and you can see it, like off duty here, Alexandria, Minnesota, for duration. And there you go. And that's how that works. So remember, 11 hours and 19 minutes. When you start running down low on your 70, when your 70-hour clock right here gets low, and you don't got no more hours here in that 70 clock, in your 70-hour clock, what happens is the hours to be gained is going to be your recap hours. That's how you're going to be able to still run. You don't have to take a 34-hour reset. You really don't. It's not a mandatory thing. You don't have to take a 34-hour reset. If you take a 34-hour reset, you're going to be sitting for 2 days and a half. And what's going to happen is you're losing miles. You're losing miles. Your pay is not going to be consistent. Continue to keep running. Don't do a 34-hour reset till you go home. So, this is your mileage you would drive for the day. And that's it. This is how you edit your hours of service logbook. And I'll bring you more videos of other features in this Qualcomm. This your boy Sinister, man. Stay focused, stay grinding, stay hungry. Ride around and get it. You already know we hustle hard, we paper chase. Stake them haters high. Peace out.